Welcome to Curbannex.com. Now that you've registered and activated your account, it's time to log in and create a store. So I'm going to click the login button on the home screen, and I'm going to log in under the username and account that I created. And then confirm that with the passcode. And then click login. That's going to log me into the system. Now, if you were browsing the site before, you may have noticed that there were 3 navigation buttons here. But now that we're logged in, we can see that there are 4. This gives me what is called the annex. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And you'll see that it says here in bold, you do not have a store created. Click here to create one. Now, within Curbannex, you cannot sell anything or buy anything or contact another user unless you have a store. Now, once you've created your store, you can choose whether or not that store is going to be active or deactivated, but you have to have a store because it's your identity here in the system. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create Store. And I want to give it a name. This could be anything you want it to be as long as it is rated PG for families and stuff. So here, I'm going to call this My Shop Store. I'm going to say it's My Shop Curbannex online store. Again, the short description, you can name it anything that you want to. And here you can choose the status, whether it's opened or closed. If you choose closed, then your store will not appear under the store's menu. However, you can still add items if you choose to. Here's the store address, typically your home if you're just a mom and pops selling teddy bears, for an example, out of your garage or your garage sale. Your phone, your email, and all of these can be set to public or private. By default, they are all private. And you can upload a store image. Again, we want this is a family site, so keep it family oriented. And we'll just pick a logo out of my images here. Then I want to choose my primary store type. Now I'm primarily going to be selling classifieds here, so I'm going to select classifieds. And I can choose whether or not I want to embed some classy HTML or just write a very short description. This is a testing store for Curbannex. And then I can select all the items that apply to my store, such as classifieds, automotive, real estate, or jobs. Those are the 4 primary sections of our website. So you can sell many different types of classifieds, automotive, real estate, or jobs. We don't actually sell automotive, real estate, or jobs, but you can message and apply for jobs or set up meetings with real estate agents and that sort of thing. We'll dive more into that in a later video. And here I can enable PayPal. If I want to enable checkout with PayPal, I just enter in my PayPal email address and I click Submit. And once I've done that, then here we can see my store logo. It says my store is open, the date that it was open, my address, contact information, whether or not I have items for sale, etc., etc. And we'll see new menu items appear here on the screen. Here I can add item, which is add a classified, add an automotive, add real estate listing, or add a job. I can also add custom categories for my store to help users navigate a little bit easier. If I have a lot of classifieds on there and I want to categorize those classifieds that are unique to whatever I'm selling. I also have a favorites list, a garage sale, message center, purchases, sales, and store. So as you're viewing items, you can add them to your favorites, and they will stay on your favorites list for up to 14 days, or the life of the listing, which the typical life of any listing is 14 days. After 14 days, they just automatically expire, and then you can renew or relist them if you want to. The My Garage Sale is pretty simple. This will ask you whether or not you want to enable your garage sale. Now this is different from enabling your store, because your store is always a virtual store or virtual garage sale. But if you're having a actual physical garage sale one weekend and you want to help direct users to your garage sale, then you would click yes for enable, and this would post your garage sale on the interactive map. So if I click yes and hit submit, and then go to the garage sale website, we'll see our store listed here, and here's a little marker, and people can get directions to and from your garage sale. I'm going to go back to the annex, garage sale, and I'm going to deactivate that for now, and that removes it from the map. Or it just auto expires after 24 hours. And here I have messages. Now if I'm selling automotive, real estate, or jobs, and somebody applies either to get a viewing of that home or applies for that job, those will come in here to your message center, and you're able to view those. And if whoever is sending you that message, they can also choose to send it via email. Here's purchases. So anytime that you purchase an item on Curbannex, it'll be listed here under My Purchases. Anytime you sell an item, it will be listed here under My Sales. And so the items will be listed here, and you can go into them and you can actually rate and give feedback to the buyer or seller based off of the transaction. And then My Store brings up My Store again, and I can see what that looks like. So here we have the add item, which is used for adding classifieds. It's pretty simple. You just give it a title, a short description. We're going to go more into that in another video, but I'm just showing you the interface here at the moment. Here's the add auto, a little bit more comprehensive just because we have additional filters there. Add real estate. And add a job. And here's the manage category. So if I click on that, it says no categories defined for your store. So I would simply click add category, and I can create virtually any category that I want to as it applies to my store or the items that I'm selling. For now, I'm going to go back to my store. And that's it in a nutshell. But if I come back out to main for an example and look at this item for sale by Zybomb here, he's got a pair of ape hangers for his motorcycle. We'll see that I have additional tabs here that I didn't have before I was logged in or created a store. Here I can buy the item, I can add it to my favorites, flag it as fake, or go and view the store. And if I click view the store, it's going to take me to Zybomb's store, show me all the classifieds, real estate, autos, or jobs that he has posted within his store here. And that is it in a nutshell. I guess I'll show you one more thing. We'll come in here. I'll go ahead and click buy item, but I'm not going to go through the entire process. So here it's going to give me a rundown what the item is, notes from the seller, the price, and the shipping notes. Here's something to really pay attention to. There's a payment option here, and the seller has specified two different types of payments. One with cash, which is just like any traditional classifieds. If we choose cash, we're going to schedule a meeting, go meet face-to-face, and make this cash transaction. Or if I choose PayPal, the PayPal Secure API is going to take me through the process where I can purchase this through PayPal. Then the seller has their money, and now I just have to get the product. And whatever they listed here in the shipping notes, whether I have to go pick it up and they're going to ship it out to me, I know at least at this point what the expectations are. And once I've chosen my payment option, I can click purchase, and then that's going to either take me to PayPal, depending on what option I chose. If it didn't take me to PayPal, it's going to take me to another page where I can write in specific notes to the seller and fire it off. And then that ends up in their My Sales, and it also notifies them via email that the item is sold. And then you guys will get in contact with each other. If you haven't heard from the seller within 24 hours, you'll be able to find the item under My Purchases with all of their contact details as well. And remember, everything that appears under My Purchases or My Sales, you have the option to click on that item and give a rating and a feedback. So it's always good to make sure that you are practicing good business ethics here on Curbannex, because your peers can and most certainly will hold you accountable. And likewise, you have the ability to hold them accountable. And that concludes our session on stores.